Hi, I wanted to take a moment today to talk with you about radical self-care. My name is Moon Title, and my healing practice is Presence Heals. You can look that up at presenceheals.com, and I'm also a coach with the Women's Wellness Circle. And coming up this month, I will be teaching a course on radical self-care with my good friend Frances Goodall. And I wanted to just take a few moments today to talk with you about self-care. I wanted to start in probably an unexpected place, which is that for me, when I first started hearing the word self-care, I think is when I got out of 3-year retreat, is around the time when the topic of self-care and the buzzwords of self-care became really popular. And as a very serious Dharma practitioner who's made taking the bodhisattva vows and so on, hearing everyone talking about self-care, it was just like, whoa, what is it with all of this kind of self-grasping and focus on caring for this temporary self? And so some of you may be able to relate to that as Buddhists, and some of you may not. But I think that there's something that a lot of us can relate to in that, especially as women who are taught to care for others ahead of ourselves, which is, the same as the Bodhisattva vow, only expanded outwards. And so what I want to say is that whatever terms we use and however they land or don't land, the essence and the meaning of radical self-care is engaging in the practices, habits, tools, activities of body, speech, mind, energies, and emotions that deeply nourish our health and wellness from inside and outside, and that enable us to show up with the full capacity of who we are and what we have to offer in this lifetime. And when we don't take care of ourselves, and when we operate out of habitual patterns, when we run our tanks low, we suffer for that, and so does everyone around us, because to truly care for the world in the way that we all long to, we also need to be full ourselves. And so if this inspires or touches you, please join us. We have a free call coming up. I think it's next week. It'll be in the link down below. And then on February 26th, Wednesday, February 26th, we will begin a 28-day immersion into the depth of radical self-care, where we will offer tools, practices, methods, and ways of engaging with all the different layers of the body, mind, emotion continuum, to bring about deep health and wellness in ourselves, and thus in our families and communities and in our lives. So I'd love to see you there with us. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, perhaps you're one of those people, self-care like excites you and gets you fired up. Maybe you have aversions to it. However it is, come join us and see what it's about. If you can't join us live for the free course, you can come on for the replay and just connect with us and see if the practices and the energies that we're offering and sharing resonate and nourish and support you to be able to be who you are and to show up the way you want to show up in your life. Okay, many blessings.